Well, Spanish Lake means everything to me. It was the place I grew up.
This is the only place in the United States where the Missouri and the Mississippi come together.
You could walk anywhere at any time and say hi to anybody.
Throwing frisbees, playing ball.
My parents were not rich. They were hardworking, lower middle class.
Kind of like a Mayberry.
Spanish Lake was always kind of a somewhat rural community, and they did not want too much government.
Folks that lived here didn't want to be incorporated.
They didn't want another taxing entity on them.
We were self-contained. We had everything we needed.
Because it used to be just a beautiful neighborhood. It's a beautiful neighborhood.
I think the government funding, of the HUD.
The Section 8.
I blame it a lot on the apartments.
And it was nice apartment complex, but pretty much all black. Everything else, the housing, was all white.
It's just part of life where you're gonna hear some, not really bad things, but controversial things anyway.
Everybody, I guess these white people out here are scared of black people for some reason.
The neighbors started out making a promise that you wouldn't sell to any blacks. But then they started selling to them.
When I came in here to look at homes, I saw for sale signs all over the place.
And said, it's time to go. And we kind of saw the writing on the wall.
They automatically assume that if a black person moves in, oh, there goes your neighborhood.
Most people didn't even sell, they just left.
So it had to do with money.
The real estate companies had a real role in this tragedy.
Well, the income level, they changed the income level out this way.
From the 60s, there's been this push of African Americans. The other word for that is steering.
We never locked our doors, and you have to now.
Assaults, robberies, carjackings, all the way to homicide.
It left some hard feelings, some bitter feelings, and I think some of those are still present today.
If we cannot have an honest discussion about race, we are veritably doomed to repeat the mistakes of the last 50 and 60 years